The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
55's Mike, got 55. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 40 got. 40 got.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Ready. 180. Check, 47. 59. Check 26, check 26.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Single, 21.
3rd and 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 54.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
He was brought down by Antoine Buffet. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Monday. Come on, D. Blue draw forfeits.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. 55 to Mike. Check.
From the gun, Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Stafford now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Check safety. Check safety. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
This is Bawden looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, easy.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. 30, 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jones will sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 47. Alert! Oh, you got deep. Alert! Hey, orbit. Hey.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
On the double. 45, Mike, 45. Come on, dude.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready, set. Go, Mike 34. 61. Matchbox light. Set, go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
8-3.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a giant first down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Christian Jones, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you really...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I smell real right, 22. Tight dog. Hurry. Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. Watch QB drop.
To throw is Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Big 20. Double right. Score. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Down to lose one.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Bring it.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Double dog. That's the way. 70. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
I'm going to come back to you.
Stafford on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Stafford now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 24.
From the gun, Stafford letting one go deep for the end zone. Jesse James there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Now a play fake at Stafford. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Jones operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Back to throw. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Stafford now to throw. And Amendola with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
No. Hey, check 24. Double right. White.
Play action. Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again at Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check right. Watching the ball. Coming this way. Here we go.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll make it 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
59! Don't be scared of it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Middle, middle, middle. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
I got you, boy. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 180. 55. Here we go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Big 20.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Smooth.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 55's Mike, guys, 55. No gain on this defense.
Hey, easy, easy.
55, Mike, 55.
Stafford now to throw. And James has it. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point good by Prater. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
47
line.
from Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey.
Now it's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.